trapped on a mountain plateau over 1,500 meters above sea level. Grey clouds are all but banished. This is the land of the blue skies. Mongolia is at the mercy of a mountain range thousands of kilometers away. The Himalayas cast a rain shadow that stretches across China and extends into southern Mongolia. Rain clouds struggle to get past this nearly 9,000 meter high barrier. And as a result, over a third of the country is held hostage by the largest desert in Asia, the Gobi. Literally translating as waterless place, the Gobi Desert receives less than 20 centimeters of rain a year. The Gobi covers an area nearly twice the size of Texas. The desertification means the desert is expanding far beyond its borders, claiming over 3,500 square kilometers of East Asia every year. The Gobi's elevation means temperatures here fluctuate wildly throughout the year, reaching highs of over 45 degrees Celsius during summer, plummeting to minus 24 degrees in winter. Despite these conditions, Mongolia's desert is host to many weird and wonderful animals, as unique as the country itself. Every living creature found in the desert is specially adapted to the arid landscape. But that doesn't make living here any easier. These extremes make the Gobi one of the harshest desert environments in the world. In November, winds from Siberia in the northeast bring the Gobi Desert its main source of water in the form of snow. But like everything in the desert, the bitter winds drive the snow onwards, never allowing it to settle for long. Mongolia is a nation of nomads. The Bactrian camel is perhaps the wildest and rarest of them all. In summer, their movements are restricted to traveling between watering holes. But in winter, snow allows them an escape. But it comes with a catch. Eating too much snow could be fatal. So they have to eat small amounts constantly throughout the day. They've evolved to cope with the limitations of life in the Gobi. Their kidneys and intestines reabsorb water far more efficiently than other mammals. As they exhale in the cold air, water vapor is trapped in their nostrils and reabsorbed. So water is never wasted. The camel might seem out of place among snow, but it's been discovered that these incredible animals may have evolved in the tundras of the high Arctic. Everything about them that seems ideal for the desert could also be an adaptation to snow. Their feet are made up of two fleshy toes which flank a wide hoof, preventing them from sinking in either sand or snow. On the bottom of their feet, a pad of fat protects them from either extreme heat or the freezing cold. 3 eyelids and 2 rows of eyelashes prevent sand and snow from entering their eyes. Not one, but two humps store fat to help the camel get through leaner times. The camel, it turns out, is more mysterious than it gets credit for. All over the world, camels are often referred to as ships of the desert because of their ability to make extraordinarily long journeys with very little resources. And these skills are still very much in use. During winter, camels are constantly on the move, wandering vast distances. Once an ancient mountain kingdom, now a land divided into north and south by conflict. Separated by a no man's land for 65 years. The DMZ demilitarized. Korea. Once an ancient mountain kingdom, now a land divided into north and south
by conflict. Separated by a no man's land for 65 years. The DMZ, Demilitarized Zone. Forsaken by the outside world, free from human interference. It's become a pristine wildlife habitat. Unseen, unexplored. This is Korea beyond the border. Seoul, home to 25 million people. Half the entire population of South Korea.
내 이름은 김래영이다. 나는 19살이다. 나는 프리러너다.
All young men in Seoul must serve in the army. In a few months, this teenager will be called up. But for now, he is free.
나는 내가 가고 싶은 곳은 어디든 갈 수 있다. 매우 만족한다.
But this is a city under a deadly shadow. Only 35 miles to the north lies the infamous Korean Demilitarized Zone. Young conscripts from Seoul may be sent to guard this notorious line at any time. It is the most heavily guarded border on the planet. The DMZ snakes across Korea like a jagged scar. 150 miles long and 2.5 miles wide. Stretching from the Yellow Sea in the west to the Sea of Japan in the east, cutting the peninsula in half. In the 65 years since its creation, both North and South Korea have grown, and their uninhabited areas have shrunk, leaving the DMZ as the last true wilderness on the peninsula, and home to the greatest variety of species anywhere in Korea. A rat snake. She has just given birth.
Now 5:35 a.m. in the morning of September 20th, 2023. The ship arriving Port Yokohama in Japan, near Tokyo. So this was the last day of the third cruise. We take around, go around Japan and South Korea and Taiwan. So the ship approaching Yokohama right now. Go through the big, beautiful bridge right here. So today I will walk when the ship arrive at 6:30 a.m. We walk to the hotel, Yokohama Park, Royal Park Hotel, about 30 minutes, and we take the bus from that hotel to to the airport, Narita Airport, and from there at 2:45 a.m. we 2:35 p.m. 2:45 p.m. we fly to from Narita to Bangkok. Arrive Bangkok at 7:30 p.m. So about 7-hour flight by Thai AirAsia. So say goodbye to Japan after about a month to stay here.
Samurai warriors, shoguns' castles, a living museum for 1,000 years. Kyoto, Japan. But old ways are dying out.
目がどこ向いてるかを設定する元をやってるところ日本の
There has been next to no respect for Japan's ancient culture.
ですから制度的にも気持ちもですね
Some believe the very soul of Japan is at risk.
When I walk around the city, I notice buildings being torn down all around me.
Can ancient Kyoto survive?
Cứ để có thể.
Kyoto today is a bustling city of 1.5 million. Few would recognize its center as the seat of Imperial Japan for 1,000 years. Ancient Kyoto does still exist. No fewer than 17 of its historic monuments have been declared UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Geishas still entertain behind closed doors. And performers still master the arts that entertained the shoguns.
Some people say that the Japanese have the ability to self-censor ugly parts of the town from their minds and only see the good parts. But I believe we actually do register the ugly parts, and it gets in the way when we try to appreciate beautiful scenery. That's why I started the experiment.
Kyoto-born Masafumi Yamasaki is a professor of architecture and urban design. He's got high-tech tools to try to understand how Kyoto's people react psychologically to their city. A special camera tracks their eye movements.
これが
Right now we're checking the direction of his gaze to determine what his eyes are looking at when his pupils go in a particular direction. There's a camera that faces forward, so we match that image to what his eyes are seeing.
Yamasaki believes that our surroundings influence where we look, not necessarily for the better.
おそらく
It's inevitable that this makes an impact on the psychology of the people as they look around their environment.
それにも影響してるんだろうと思いますね。
自由にこの街を見てくれる。もう入ってなくても始めてくれる。
Electricity poles and signs always grab my attention. I read the signs, and the poles draw my gaze up and down vertically.
Many of these buildings were erected in recent decades.
There's no continuity to these newer buildings, and there are many signs. Now let's see how eye movements here are different from neighborhoods with a more continuous streetscape.
Does the eye see historic neighborhoods differently? Yamasaki and his team moved to Gion, Kyoto's historic geisha quarters. The neighborhood is still lined with traditional architecture, made from materials like cedar and bamboo.
でこの街並みをずっとこうやって見てくれたら。動かしてもいいですよ。そうそう、目も体も動かして。
I look at how the upper floors are all level with each other, and how the bamboo screens hang down from above. I also look at the lattice on the bottom floor, and think it's beautiful.
When the scenery is tranquil and the buildings are carefully made, your eye movements tend to be calmer. In places where the buildings are mismatched, the eye movements are not as calm. I think it's a lot harder for people to feel calm in these surroundings.
Modern Kyoto could be stressing people out, and the city is fast turning into an urban jungle. Hundreds of old homes called machiya are bulldozed each year, only to be replaced by car parks, condos, and concrete office buildings, with little or no attention paid to the historic look of the neighborhoods. Kyoto's 17 World Heritage Sites are safe from the bulldozers, but are still in need of protection. One of the largest is Nijo Castle. Once the home of the mighty shogun, it's suffering the ravages of weather and time.
In Nijo Castle, there are 25 buildings officially designated as cultural treasures. And most of these have a history that goes back 400 years.
Tamaki Goto is heading up a restoration of the entire Nijo Castle complex.
Here we have a mural carved in wood. It's virtually unchanged from 400 years ago. You can see there's a dragon here and a tiger that's been carved out. But the colors are pretty badly faded, so we're planning to restore the whole thing.
Goto has decided to repair everything just as the original craftsman would have done it.
この部分ですね、青いところを復元するということを、これとは違うかな、これとは直接違うね、これはこのパーツやね。
Goto has no blueprints or written records to tell him. Ogasawara, too, is feeling the pressure. His father is watching his every move. If anyone is expected to hit all three targets, he is.
As with most cultural traditions, it's not so much about mastering the technique, What's important is how we can use the techniques to grow as people.
だからそこに気づけるかどうか。
Mounted archery runs in Ogasawara's blood. For the rest, it takes only seconds for samurai dreams to be dashed. Takabayashi is next, and his family is watching anxiously.
それは不安にならずに You have to be able to ride without getting nervous. That boils down to how much you've practiced. That's my main concern. Even if I tell myself it'll be okay, it's hard to stay calm. When I get ready to ride, my palms get sweaty.
So Takabayashi could have used a few more sessions on the wooden horse. But putting his pride on the line and daring to chase his dream is true samurai spirit.
Mounted archery has given me a lot. It's enriched my life. Each of us is destined to discover something that gives us a sense of meaning and purpose and guides us in life. For me, it's mounted archery.
Takabayashi has another year of training before giving it another shot. Against the odds, Kyoto remains a city inspired by its past. Shoguns' castles. A living museum for 1,000 years. Kyoto, Japan. But old ways are dying out.
目がどこ向いてるかを設定する元をやってるところ。
Can ancient Kyoto survive? Every year, one mountain draws more climbers than any other on Earth. They brave freezing weather and altitude sickness. And at any moment, the mountain they're climbing could explode.
If there's a big eruption, it will be catastrophic.
But year after year, a river of humanity flows up these slopes. This is no ordinary mountain. It's the spiritual heart of a nation. A sanctuary once forbidden to all but a sacred few. And now, a brand new World Heritage Site. Japan's Mount Fuji.
Everyone can just gather around these two benches here. I am going to lay out the map which has our trail.
July 2013. Guide Luke Cummings is preparing to lead a group of climbers to the top of Mount Fuji. Luke has spent half his life in Japan, and he's climbed here nearly 60 times. On the mountain, he's known as the American guy with a Japanese heart.
It's around 6 to 8 hours to where we're spending the night. Is everyone ready? All right. Then If you're ready, you're free to start hiking. The trail is that way.
Their goal? To summit in time for tomorrow's sunrise. The group comes from 4 different countries and spans 3 generations. The youngest, 10-year-old Tayo, is hiking his first mountain with his dad. Courtney and Chad are here to celebrate their 6th wedding anniversary. The oldest, Joe Blitt, began climbing mountains at age 60. Now 80, he's decided to hang his boots up once he's summited this sacred peak. The group will climb 1,400 meters up one of Fuji's 4 main hiking trails. They will overnight in a hut just below the summit before making the final ascent.
Whether you're from, really wealthy nation or not so wealthy nation, we're all sleeping side by side in the mountain hut. We're all at the same level going up the mountain, so that's pretty cool.
This year, climbing the mountain is more popular than ever. As the 2013 climbing season began, UNESCO declared Mount Fuji a World Heritage Site, bringing with it an enormous responsibility. Every summer, nearly 400,000 people climb Mount Fuji. That's the population of New Orleans. World Heritage status is expected to push that number even higher, while also requiring that Japan's sacred mountain be protected from so many climbers. But keeping the climbers protected from the mountain will be just as hard. Scaling it can be deadly. Summiting the peak means climbing as high as 8.5 Empire State Buildings. On a sunny summer day, the gradual ascent seems safe. But that false sense of security is exactly what makes climbing Fuji so dangerous. Even in summer, temperatures can plunge as low as 0 degrees Celsius, and violent storms can blow in without warning. Those who underestimate this mountain may not survive. In the past 10 years, 65 climbers have died on Mount Fuji from hypothermia, avalanche, and lightning strikes. But in the summer season, the most common threat is altitude. Because Fuji is so easy to climb compared with other high mountains, hikers can ascend over 1,000 meters in just a few hours, depriving their bodies of oxygen before they've had time to adjust to thinner air. Luke's group is already in the danger zone. At 3,000 meters, they're more than halfway to their overnight camp. From here on, altitude sickness can strike in an instant. Just above, a climber named Hiro is showing the first signs. An emergency mountain rescue team is on call 24 hours a day throughout the climbing season. Hiro is in good hands. Captain Kiyoshi Sanada has 36 years of experience. This case is just one of dozens that Captain Sanada will respond to this summer. The number of rescues has tripled this year. 2 people have died. This is partly due to a new dangerous trend called bullet climbing. A type of extreme sport. It's often attempted by the inexperienced. They start at night and climb non-stop to the top before sunrise. Just a few weeks ago, a bullet climber died here, standing in line at the summit's highest point.
He suddenly collapsed, and of course we did AED and mouth-to-mouth and everything. But he didn't survive.
Faced with the dangers of the mountain, many people won't start the climb without a prayer.
僕ら神社にはいろいろご祈願
Lots of people come to the shrine to pray for their wishes.
特に今この夏の時期は登山の安全を
Especially in summer, people who want to pray for safety for mountain climbing come.
登山安全でしょうかね登山安全祈願と言いますかね
Terunobu Kozawa is a priest at a Shinto shrine at the foot of Mount Fuji. According to legend, for 1900 years, this shrine has been home to Fuji's goddess, Sengen-sama. And for 20 generations, Kozawa's family have been her priests. Centuries ago, climbers came here to seek the goddess's protection. When climbing Fuji wasn't for recreation, but a sacred journey. In ancient times, only religious pilgrims were allowed on the mountain. One sect, Fujiko, believes that Fuji has its own soul. These pilgrims climbed to purify themselves by passing from the land of the living below to the land of the gods at the peak.
確かに富士山
Fujiko pilgrims believe that after climbing Mount Fuji, they are reborn.
考えも富士講の中にありますし
The Fujiko tradition remains unbroken. This morning, Kozawa blesses these climbers before they start their journey. Unlike their ancestors, they'll share their sacred mountain with thousands of other people. But even in the 21st century, there are very good reasons for asking the goddess's blessing.
まあいわば日本で一番高い場所で
Originally, Mount Fuji was a very risky place.
非常に危険な場所であります
It has not changed in modern
ない
times.
と思うんですよね
In ancient times, Fuji pilgrims were fueled by devotion. But today's climbers need fuel of a more practical kind. So some 40 lodges all over the mountain provide food and overnight accommodation. After a long day of trekking, Luke's group has arrived at their lodge, where they'll eat dinner and get a few hours sleep before heading on to the summit.
Good. And we have the top bunk for us today. There's a bunch down there. This is going to be completely full today. Well done, everyone. We made it to 3,400 meters. Good job. It's only about another hour and a half or so from here to the summit.
The huts provide a place to get some much-needed rest after a full day of climbing. But that's not all. At 2,700 meters, the tree line ends. For the rest of the journey, climbers are dangerously exposed. Strong winds, disorienting fog, and sudden storms can put your life in danger unless you can get to shelter fast.
This hut was hit last year from lightning. One hut below us was hit from lightning this year. But so protocol on the mountain is when there's lightning to rush into a mountain hut.
But these days, not everyone needing shelter will find it. With thousands more climbing every summer, the mountain huts are often overbooked and they have to turn people away, exposing more and more climbers to the elements as well as exhaustion.
遭難の
The number of distressed people has increased. But it's not just because there are more people. It's also because the rest houses are completely overrun.
Just below Fuji Summit, there's an ultimate sanctuary, where anyone can always find shelter from the storm.
We have to accept everyone. It's not possible to turn people away.
Tsukuhiro Seki and his wife Keiko run Taiyokan Lodge. 40 years ago, Seki began spending 5 months of every year in this spot. A 600-year-old refuge that sheltered Fujiko pilgrims long ago. Much of the time, he was the only person on the mountain, but he had a mission to offer shelter to all in need.
There was a time when there was nowhere to shelter. So we had to have somewhere where people could shelter, even if it was for a short while. People are climbing night and day, so it's very dangerous. During thunderstorms, I would find people searching for shelter here. So that made me want to open this cabin.
Most lodges are only open for the official climbing season in July and August, when the weather is at its best. But every year, Seki sends his staff to open Taiyokan early, weeks before the snow melts. It takes 3 weeks to dig the lodge out. It's hard work, but Seki knows that some people will risk their lives to climb Fuji before the season opens, and he wants to be ready. Five years ago, off-season climber Yu Yamauchi found shelter in Seki's hut. Since then, he's come back every year to help Seki run Taiyokan. Together, they tackle the daunting challenges of running a sanctuary atop the world's most climbed mountain. During climbing season, up to 150 people stay at Taiyokan Lodge every night, but many more stop by to use the toilet 24 hours a day. Believe it or not, managing waste is one of the biggest problems on mountaintops worldwide, and in summer, Fuji's is the most crowded on Earth.
In a week, about 4,000 to 5,000 people use the toilet. That's more than 2,000 kilograms of excrement. This thing here stores 1,000 kilograms, so we clear it twice a week. Here it's cycled through a number of times, then burned.
Burning solves the waste management problem, but creates another one. Incinerating a ton of waste requires 200 liters of fuel.
So the biggest problem is transporting it here.
Bulldozers haul 400 liters of fuel up the mountain every week, just to maintain the toilet at one lodge. And that's only a fraction of what the bulldozers must bring. Every year, for 2 months in the summer, more than 3,000 meters above sea level, near the mountain's highest point, an entire town springs to life. Shop owners, lodge managers, and craftsmen briefly relocate their lives from the foot of the mountain. The peak that was once reserved for the gods is now very much a land of buy and sell. Year after year, a special merchant community gathers here.
こんにちは。お久しぶりです。こんにちは。こんにちは。今日は忙しかったんですか？
今日忙しかったですよ。
いつもこんなついてるんですか？
今日太陽上がったらこんな感じ。
When they go, a lodge full of customers will leave behind mounds of trash. Today is recycling day. Each lodge gathers the hundreds of bottles and cans left behind to send them back down the mountain. They bring the recycling to a central point in the village for pickup. Relations between the town and the mountain are complex. Without continuous resupply by bulldozers, the village could not survive. But this constant traffic of humans and machines has taken its toll, carving into Fuji's flanks, creating conditions for deadly rock slides.
The mountain is eroding. They actually had to create a new descending trail to the Yoshida Trail because in the late 70s there was a rock avalanche that killed 12 to 15 people. And so after that they created a new descending trail that had more walls to protect people from falling rocks. There have been trails that have been blocked off because of erosion. And so definitely with the amount of people climbing, there might need to be some restrictions to how many people climb.
As long as people flock to Mount Fuji, the network of transportation must stay in operation. But great strides have been made to protect Japan's sacred peak.
They used to call Mount Fuji Trash Mountain because there was so much trash. But every year you'll see volunteers coming up and picking up trash, and I think more and more people feel the responsibility themselves to take their own trash down with them.
Long before trash was considered a problem, one visionary was pioneering a new way of life here, preserving Fuji's future with traditional Japanese respect for nature. Tsuguhiro Seki uses lessons learned from 40 years of living on this mountain.
The mountain, nature's power, is much greater than us, so it's stupid to go against it.
Seki's first step was to harness the sun. 25 years ago, he was the first on the mountain to install solar panels.
At first we used candles and lamps, not relying on electricity. But we've been made to live a life that can't do without electricity.
Even if natural energy is a little expensive, it's sustainable, so we need to live with it.
On the mountain, strong winds and snowslides test Seki's commitment to live by the sun's power.
雪崩が起きた時に直接小屋に当たると
When a snowslide occurs, the shed will receive its impact, so this is like a breakwater.
防波堤のようなもので自分たちで人工的にこのフェンスもその役割を果たしてるんだけど
On overcast days like this, the solar panels need some backup.
So we lead the ship, lead three cruises. Gì? Oh. Go elsewhere.
So good.
Đây nè, cái có người đi cruise planet đó. Chắc giống như là cái gì đó, location to go. Đi xuống.
Ok. Vô đi.
Hold on, toilet đây nè.
Đi, vô đi.
Không có cái này chai.
Ok, đi. Nhớ đường về nghe.
Ngay đây rồi.
Hay quá. Không hết. Tower. Go to the airport.
Ủa, cái này MSC nè.
MSC hả?
Ừ, MSC.
Cái phần reset rồi.
Cái princess không ta? Chắc nó độ different one. Cũng Yokohama đi hả? Mà là nó tới trước mình đến đây.
Cái chuyến tới nữa là 9 ngày. 9 ngày đi có 540 triệu đồng. 9 ngày đi 540 triệu đồng.
Rẻ hơn mình đi 5 ngày nữa.
Đi ghé Busan nữa. Đi mấy cái quạt kia là ở Nhật.
Different port hả? Chỉ có Busan là giống thôi.
Đúng rồi.
Bởi vậy ta ở lại ta đi tiếp.
Bangkok immigration right now. The line, long line now is the short line.
ขอความกรุณาท่านผู้โดยสารทุกท่านและขอท่านรอการโดยสาร
go to Antalya.
หลบในจุดชั่วคราวค่ะเนื่องจากในสถานที่จะมีการทำความสะอาดและจากบริเวณภายในสถานีใหม่อีกครั้งทางการรถไฟต้องขออภัยสำหรับความไม่สะดวกต่อผู้โดยสารมาในการนี้ขอบคุณค่ะ
Yeah, go to the train, go to yeah, the whole capital of Bangkok, Thailand. We go 2 hour train, it costs about 50 cents a person. That's cheap.
nhớ không? Trước đi đó đi lại chỗ gì đó, đi lại cái chỗ mà massage, đừng massage cá xô đó nhớ không? Đi có 1 tiếng rưỡi mà 150 tiền taxi.
저 가운데로 들어가게 한다고? 나 무조건 던졌는데. 와봐 얘기해주지.
나도 처음 봤어.
Hay quá cái này. Này phải có UNESCO mới được, này mới có UNESCO không rồi thôi. Chắc như UNESCO đó.
이름이 다 달라.
Không phải đâu. Không phải. Chỗ này xa lắm. Lần nữa đi bộ rồi. Thôi.
Con lát nữa bà chụp cái tấm hình cho thằng đó nó coi á.
Thôi cái đó mình đi rồi, khỏi còn đi nữa.
Mình muốn chụp lại cái chỗ đó.
Dạ. Thôi đi.
Thường bà hay nói là
Cái đó.
now and then. Hình như ở đây á.
Không phải đây đâu. Đằng kia thôi.
ไปซื้อของกินก่อนได้ไหมให้แม่กับพี่mà giờ thêm trên minute 500 lên xuống 700 bạn.
Một người hả?
Nó là Nhật quá. Cái này là cái spa.
Nó lâu đời lắm à. Lâu đời lắm á.
Cái này nó xây cái thời mà ông Atutaya King á. Nó có spa nè. Nhật đây nè, đây. Thấy.
Làm gì vậy?
Nổ mồ hôi một cây nó đổ lấy cái này thấm đó. Với lại cái bình nước uống nè, đóng không chặt làm sao nó ướt lum nó chảy nước, sợ nó chảy hết cái nước đi. Lên trên này không khỏi cần bô.
Mấy nhỏ Việt Nam mặc đồ Thái luôn.
Mượn mướn á.
Đi.
Ô này, tay đi.
Này đi như hiking thôi.
山。
cho lên chỗ này ba.
Ờ.
Không cho lên. Đây là tượng Phật trong này nữa này. Nó chụp cái tượng Phật này không có mấy novice nữa.
Qua đây nè, qua trái nè. Đi đi.
Chỗ này cũng có nhiều chỗ chụp nhiều lắm. Đây bên đây nữa nè, sơn nào đâu. Đây.
Cái này mặc đồ Thái nè.
Ok. Xuống chỗ này được rồi bạn. Hả? Cái này được rồi.
Việt Nam trong đó nhiều lắm á.
Việt Nam không có.
네, 아빠 이쪽에 저기요 여기 뭐 있어요?
They call Thai soap opera. You know Thai soap opera? 5 years ago.
Cha.
I wonder. Chơi lên hả nhá.
Aquí, ahora esto es esto.
The next stop is Ratchawong. We take the Chavaya river hop on and off cruise around Chavaya. This morning we start Ratchawong. We walk here from hotel. From the hotel, and then after that we go to Raha room, and after that we go to Kajang on the N9. That's the train Palas. Now after Palas we get on the boat. Go to Ganini. We just finished Ganini. Now we go to Ratchawong.
ราชวงศ์สำหรับผู้โดยสารที่จะขึ้นท่าเรือนี้กรุณาเตรียมตัวรอบริเวณด้านท้ายเรือราชวงศ์ For passengers alighting here, please stand by at the exit. โปรดใช้ความระมัดระวังขณะก้าวออกจากเรือ Please mind the gap between the boat and the pier.
That's Ratchawong, where we get up this morning. Now the next Foggy Akonsan, where we are doing a very the concert about 2 months ago. I can't see him.
Hay vậy đi, cái này hay con xem là
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ
Ủa sao không ngồi ghế
không bà ghế
Khôi lớp bậc nè. Hồn.
những người nó ngồi
ห็นไม่แดงหรือไงโคน
đúng từ Indo
Quá trời ăn hả? Ôi ơi, quay quá. Rồi nè.
没关系啊，我不知道为什么。我想喝泰式，对呀。cái này nông được này. Cái này hồi chưa ấy nó chưa có.
tiếng mà. Còn 6 giờ chứ.
Thôi 5:30 ra.
Ok.
Ra cho nó chắc ăn.
Ok. Hay quá. Còn thứ dòng là thấy có like nó theo gì đó có hay. Mà nhau xinh ghê. Đấy, chụp bên kia là nó.
Bây giờ mày ra, anh lấy cái máy, anh đang quay rồi, anh lấy cái máy của em nè. Chụp cho em, nó còn đang muốn chứ lát nó đi vô à.
Dạ, đứng đi, chưa đứng đi. Đứng đi. Để chú đi. Ok.
Còn hay nữa đó, ngày mai phải còn hay nữa đó, bà bỏ cái Pattaya đi. Đúng rồi, fashion show.
Anh show.
Oh wow, what time is that? Oh really? Lucky. Oh, okay. Oh, they just start now?
Oh,
alright.
right.
If you want to make photo, if you want to look, you can put inside.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Wow.
Cho tôi nói gì?
Fashion show.
Đó là sân khấu không dạ? Là sân khấu thì
Chưa trong nữa.
kích nha.
Hey. Hay á.
Hay trả tiền á.
Không phải đâu, chắc chạy vòng chơi cho đây kìa. Hay á.
Wow.
Hay mắt. Hay quá.
Monet and
This-
Friends. Sao không thấy chìm sỏi trong này hơi ngạc nhiên à.
Hôm nay coi nè.
Nóng hả? Hay quá, cái này
Hay quá.
quá hay. Tao muốn coi biết ai đây nó ra cái bản này coi nè.
Hay quá, hay.
Quá đã. Yêu señor.
Ồ, nó làm cái gì vậy? Nó làm cái gì đó?
Không biết cái gì.
Ồ, cái nào ta? Cái nào vậy?
Ở dưới á, dưới đường.
Ồ, chỗ nãy mình lên gặp đó.
Chỗ này lên là bên đây nè. Bên đây nè bạn nè. Nó 2-3 thứ rồi nè.
Chỗ nãy mình lên gặp đó.
Đây nè. Bánh hồng này nè.
Ồ, yeah.
Ừ.
Ồ.
Cái này khác.
Đường hộp.
Có nhiều người sắp vào đi lên đây. Ở đi đi xuống chưa?
I mean, they have everything. Like they want so many races and they go through.
Anh đi ăn ban đêm mà
có thuyền á.
cái dòng sông Chao Phraya này nè.
可以啊。
Today is September 23, the month 2023. We take a train from Bangkok to Pattaya. Depart 6:55 a.m. Arrive there around 10 a.m. And we will return tomorrow around 3 p.m. Right here around 6:30 p.m. to get ready to go to Vietnam on the 25th at 7:30 a.m. on January. This is Bangkok. About half hour to reach Pattaya.
ตอบแล้วสะดุ้งตื่นแล้วรถมันถึงแล้วแล้วไม่ลงพอสะดุ้งตื่นรถมันออกแล้วไง
Kaurabat. Thailand. Yeah. Kaurabat.
มันก็รถเดียวกันน่ะดูอ่ะตับ
คือพยายามถือผิดทางกลมไปเรื่อย
Kaurabat. Ơi, xin lại. Kaurabat. Kaurabat.
ออกจากสถานีชุมทางศรีราชารับส่งทั้งผู้โดยสาร
Semuanya. Thank you. Dua.
Cái này là cái cọt nè, chắc cái gọt cọt nè.
Bắp này em.
Cái bắp đồng bạc.
คือเราว่ามันเมื่อเช้าอ่ะลูกค้าให้แบงค์พันแล้วเราก็ทอนแล้วเก็บแบงค์พันไว้แล้วก็เศษ400ที่เป็นเงินทอน
40 bạc tới đồng mấy.
Đúng rồi.
bagus. Tidak apa ya?
Hãy làm bạn phụ trai nè.
มาผมมาได้จบแล้วผมก็จบไปแล้วผมเลยในรอบนี้ผมนะเดี๋ยวรอบต่อไปผมมา2 นาทีผมก็เลยโชว์เลยนะครับผมตามรอบเลยนะครับผมนะก็เดี๋ยวนี้ผมนะขอบคุณนะที่ให้ผมเราชมพวกเราได้เลยขอบคุณมากเลยนะครับรอบแล้วรอบแล้ว
Dan được. Kami perlu.
เอาของอันนั้นด้วยนะของไม่รุ่นด้วยนะของอันใหญ่ด้วยร่มใหญ่
Pattaya Beach.
Ồ, quá trời. Vậy là em biết là chắc activity ban ngày cũng đầy lắm, nhiều lắm.
Pattaya in Thailand. Tourists have not appeared yet.
Cái này cũng hay nha. Chắc ở đây lâu rồi đó, chứ ông còn Nga chắc người Nga quá. Em thấy Mỹ nó ít đi đây lắm mà. Nếu mà nó Mỹ chồng mà nó ít đi đây lắm. Cái dân mà làm.
Pattaya by night. Today is the September 24, 2023 in Bangkok and Pattaya right now. We're going to go to Bangkok about 1 hour, and for tomorrow we fly back to Vietnam. At Pattaya train station now, we walk under the rain. We're running to keep to meet the train schedule. And we run now as the train come in. Very nice, very good experience.
Hai đứa này nó giống mình hôm trước ngồi trên xe lửa giống mình. Makasan nè. Cái này Makasan nè.
Bangkok. Train arrive Bangkok. Ở trên thì cao, đẹp, dưới này thì rất ly.
Cái việc là nó không đuổi được hết. Này giống như phim có đinh đó. Không, cái đinh nó làm gì đó. Ghê quá à.
Baby gì nữa.
That's why I told you don't. Tại vì ba thích ăn vậy thôi mà ít nhiều. Nhưng mà chắc nó cũng chết nhiều vào cái vụ mà Covid đó. Nó bị nặng, tại mà Việt Nam mình hay nha. Không biết là sao, chắc cũng chết nhiều mà. Nói ra thôi. Nhà Việt Nam cũng xây cái để cái bàn thờ đó.
Nhiều quá ha.
Vậy mình đi qua nước Nhật rồi mình qua lại tới đây một chơi một vực. Anh thấy anh đi Nhật ở nhà quê cũng vậy thôi, vùng nhà quê cũng vậy, nó cũng vẫn sạch sẽ bình thường. Nếu như vô cái Sunrise District đó, nó xa thành phố đó.
Đà Nẵng. Đà Nẵng. Vô Đà Nẵng. Rồi Sài Gòn. Go to Ho Chi Minh City, Asia. Ho Chi Minh City, boarding. One or two American Europeans here. That's Asia.
Bay không hút thuốc. Chúc quý khách chuyến bay an toàn. Xin cảm ơn.
Today is the September 25th, 2023. We fly from Bangkok to Vietnam. The plan approaching Saigon.
Bác sĩ cái tướng có vẻ khinh khỉnh đó.
Đúng rồi.
Mấy bác sĩ nói như vậy, biết nói chuyện.